All right, picture this. It's Egypt, 1st century BC. Sand, heat, pyramids, politics that could melt steel. And in the middle of all that, an 18-year-old queen who basically looks at her collapsing kingdom and says, "Yeah, I've got it." And the wildest part, she actually does. Cleopatra doesn't inherit a throne. She inherits a battlefield disguised as a palace. Her siblings are plotting against her. Rome is circling like a vulture, and Egypt is just one bad week away from falling apart. Most 18-year-olds stress about final exams. Cleopatra stresses about civil war, famine, and whether her own family is going to murder her before lunch. So she does what anyone trying to survive an empire would do. She learns everything: languages, mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and diplomacy. Not to look impressive, not even for power, but because she knows one thing with terrifying clarity. If she isn't the smartest person in every room, she doesn't live long enough to see 20. Then we get the moment everybody remembers. Cleopatra rolls herself into a carpet so she can sneak past guards and meet Julius Caesar. Yes, she turns herself into a human burrito to save her kingdom. People tell this as a comedy bit, but think about it. That's a girl risking everything. Her body, her throne, her country, on one gamble that Caesar will listen. And he does. Not because she's dramatic, but because she's brilliant. Most of us can't even charm our barista. She charms Rome. Fast forward a few years. Enter Mark Antony, powerful, charismatic, impulsive. People love to turn their relationship into a soap opera, but under the gossip and drama was something real. Two people who knew what it felt like to live under the weight of empires. Two leaders trying to hold on to the world they loved before Rome swallowed it whole. Yes, they threw legendary parties, gold-covered ships, glowing river illusions, perfumed sails, musicians floating down the Nile. Cleopatra knew the value of spectacle. But here's the quiet truth. Behind all that glitter was fear. Fear that Egypt was running out of time. Fear that the world she fought so hard to protect was slipping through her fingers. She understood propaganda centuries before Instagram. Romans expected a fragile princess. Instead, they got a multilingual, politically ruthless scholar queen who could debate philosophy in the morning and negotiate grain taxes before dinner. Rumors started swirling: hair dye, seduction, and witchcraft, because Rome couldn't explain a woman who didn't fit their script. Then everything shatters. Antony loses the Battle of Actium. Rome tightens its grip. Cleopatra watches the future she built, the independence she fought for, collapse in slow motion. And here's the part that hits hardest. She wasn't just trying to save herself, she was trying to save Egypt, her people, her children. The legend says she chose an asp, a venomous snake, so Rome couldn't parade her through the streets in chains. It wasn't drama, it was dignity. It was the last move she had left on a chessboard she spent her entire life navigating. Cleopatra has been called many things: seductress, tyrant, manipulator, mostly by the historians who hated that she outsmarted the Roman heroes. But the truth is this: she was a scholar, a strategist, a survivor, a young woman who carried a nation on her back and refused to be erased by the empire trying to own her story. She rolled into rooms like a human burrito, yes, but she also stood toe-to-toe with the most powerful men of her age, and won. So here's her question to us. If every move you made could topple your world, would you play it safe or play it like a queen?